Hey everybody, this is my video on the 2-1 Day 1 Math Excel. And so for 2-1-1, you're solving the absolute value 9x equals 63. So to start with, what you do is you set 9x equal to positive 63 and equal to negative 63. Then divide both sides by 9, and so you get plus and minus 7, or you could put negative 7 comma 7. On the next one, you have the absolute value negative 7x equals 63. So you say negative 7x equals 63 and negative 7x equal negative 63. Again, divide by negative 7, and so I get negative 9 and positive 9. So you can put plus and minus 9. On the next one, you have the absolute value x minus 8 equal 26. This means that you're shifting the graph to the right by 8. So you're not going to get plus and minus of the exact same number. So you do a plus 8 to everything, and you had equal to 26 equal to negative 26. And so when you do that, you get 34 and negative 18. So negative 18 comma 34. I usually order these least to greatest. On the next one, we have 2 times the absolute value, 2x minus 1 equal 18. So our first step would be divide by 2 to get 9, and then you set it equal to 9 and negative 9. So then you add 1 across the board, so you get 2x equal 10, so x is 5. This one, negative 9 plus 1 is negative 8. So negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. So you get negative 4 and positive 5. On the next one, you have the absolute value, 7x minus 3 equal negative 6. Now, if you solve it, you get your negative 6 here and your positive 6 there. So you get negative 3/7 and positive 9/7. However, absolute value cannot equal a negative number ever, so it's no solution. So what I'm going to show you in this video real quick is to graph this. I'm going to go to a new document to start fresh. Add graph, and you go to this button to the right of the 9, and that one right there is the absolute value, 7x minus 3. Then what I do is I push down arrow, so there's your 7x minus 3, which is a V graph, and it's narrow because 7 is bigger than 1. Now for my function 2, I put negative 6. And so when I do that, there's my horizontal line. Notice the V doesn't intersect this, and so it would be no solution. So those other two would be what we consider extraneous or extra solutions. So that one is no solution. On the next one, we have absolute value x plus 2 plus 4 equal 34. Subtract 4 from both sides to get 30. Then set it equal to positive 30 and negative 30. The next step is subtract everything by 2. So you get 30 minus 2 is 28. Negative 30 minus 2 is negative 32. So you're going further left on the number line. So you get negative 32 and positive 28. Okay, on the next one, we have the absolute value, x minus 5 equal 3x plus 1. So on this problem, you set it equal to 3x plus 1 and negative parentheses 3x plus 1. Or you could jump directly to negative 3x minus 1 from distributing. In either case, you just want to solve after that. So I added 5 to both sides to get 6. And I subtracted 3x from both sides. So I have negative 2x equals 6. The next step is to isolate the variable. So we do negative 2 is what you divide by to both, and so you get negative 3. On this side, what I decided to do was add 3x to get 4x. Then 4x minus 5 is negative 1. So I add 5 to both sides to get 4, and divide by 4 to get x equal 1. So I have negative 3 and 1. But now you need to check for extraneous solutions. So when you plug negative 3 into the original, you get the absolute value negative 3 minus 5, which is equal to 3 times negative 3 plus 1. So there I get 8 equal negative 8, which does not make sense. On this side, we do 1 minus 5 equal 3 times 1 plus 1. So here we get 4 equal 4, which is yes. So the only valid solution is x equal 1. So again, what I did was I went back to this original equation and I plugged in my 2 possible answers, and then I saw this one was the correct one. Okay, now on this one, we set it equal to positive 16 and negative 16, and then we add 5 across the board. 16 plus 5 is 21. 21 divided by 3 is 7. Then I plugged it in. 3 times 7 minus 5, that's 21 minus 5 is 16, and that is equal to 16, so that worked, which means that 7 is an answer. On this side, I add 5 to both sides, and so negative 16 plus 5 is negative 11. And then you divide by 3, so you get negative 11 thirds. So when you multiply this, your 3's cancel, so you get negative 11 minus 5. So the absolute value of negative 16 would be positive 16, so it works. So in this problem, both answers were correct. And then the last one for this video, we have 6 times 4y minus 3 minus 5 equal 25. One quick note about this. If you were to graph it, you'd need to put x instead of the y. Okay, so if we did this, it would have to be 6 times 4x minus 3 and then minus 5. So that's a v, and then we say equal to 25. So you would then change your y max. I'm going to say 40. And we can see there are 2 answers. To me, the best way is to just do it by hand like we've been doing. But if you want to, you can go Menu, Analyze Graph, which is number 6, Intersection, which is number 4. That means where does it cross? And then it says Lower Bound. So we need to be on the left side, push Enter. And now it says upper bound, push enter, and you see negative 0.5, which is what I ended up getting when I did it by hand. Negative 1/2 is the same as negative 0.5. And then when I go Menu, Analyze, Intersect on this other one, between here and here, I get to move this, and I get 2 comma 25, so again 2 is your answer. Your y values would be 25 because that's what the horizontal line is. But this is just showing you if you really wanted to, you could use the calculator to solve it. Again, if you didn't, you'd divide by 6 to get 5 and then set it equal to 5 and negative 5. add 3 to everything, and then divide by 4 here to get 2. And -5 plus 3 is -2. And so when you divide -2 divided by 4, you get -1/2. And then here I again just said you could graph it to check. Alright, so this concludes that video.